Alrighty, what's up, everyone? So thank you very much for coming to our meeting. This is going to be our very first trial using our finally built device. We have Jake over here, and just a quick reminder: if you can help me out during the summer, as in like actually filming the instructional video, like we're gonna have a professional filmer, It's gonna be Seamus. He does like film and stuff, so he's gonna film things for us. But we're actually going to have to film something a little bit more professionally and just a little bit nice done, like editing and actually presenting the device and little things like that. We're probably going to do it in my house, but if you can help me out, please send me your email and name, also with your phone number. Phone number, just so that if anything happens, I can call you. Just with, keeping in touch with like school emails, usually hard because I don't check my emails either during summer. So just a little things like that. But we have Jake over here. We're going to test out this device. So the very first thing you might notice is that these pads, this is one of the designs they came up with. I know I've been talking about like how they're actually going to do it. Well, they kind of took our design on putting this notches and actually just putting those holes as well. So those simple things. Just to clarify, there's no electronics, no spring motion, and no self-moving parts, meaning that everything in this device, like this over here, everything's moving by hand. And even the opening part, that's done by rotating this style. Everything's done by hand. So when you have subsequent knowledge about this device, please don't feel like this is something that might hurt someone, because it absolutely will not. Like, unless you drop it on someone's head, this has a 99% of never hurting anyone. So just kind of things like that. I know this is a little bit different from what we've been describing. It's just like little safety mechanisms we had to take to actually test out this device because, again, there's always safety concerns with electronics and moving parts. So that's just a quick reminder. Everything should look a little bit similar to what we designed. Is there any like questions? I can kind of like try to answer them. Okay, you got any questions? Alrighty, so with that said, let me quickly demonstrate. So first of all, can you guys see everything? Okay, good. So first of all, when the device is in standby, everything should be perfectly still, perfectly lined up. This should be lined up too, so that patient can easily put their hand in. So I'm gonna use Jake's as our subject over here. So first of all, let's just say our patient has a stiff hand, as in like their hand is stiff and they can't open it up. Well, this curved design over here, it's gonna let them just kind of rest it. Use this as like a wedge. It's curved in a way where they can just kind of push it in to actually get the feeling. So one other thing, we're gonna have to grip on this very tight. That's why our mentor gave us this makeshift Velcro strap, because this is gonna have to grip on it really tight. And these are foam pads that are supposed to be on the side of the hand you're using. So for example, Jake is using his right hand right now. So these foam have to be on the right side. I'll show you what it does later, but if you just want to know now, it's supposed to restrict the hand from moving too much. Is that on tightly?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you've confirmed that the patient's hand is on the actual thing and that he was able to securely put his hand on it, you can kind of see over here, and the thing is tight over here on the wrist, then you have to put these on. These are the protective pads. There should be logos, yeah. There should be logos over here. That's supposed to face outside, of course, and just kind of put them on. Now, before you put them on, you'll have to untighten this over here. And when you do put them on, you'll have to tighten it so that this doesn't move. Once you tighten it, this thing doesn't move. It's securely in there. And if you guys are a little bit worried about it wiggling, move it a little bit backwards, your hand. There you go. Can you move your knuckles outside?
Yeah.
There you go. So you guys might be asking why. I tightened this a little too much. You guys might be asking why why we have these mechanisms over here and why it might be a little bit too tight. Well, you have to realize that, Jake obviously over here doesn't have spasticity of the hand or fingers, he's a regular person. And there's obviously, differences between what the hemiplegia patient faces and doesn't. So the reason why it's a little bit tight and a little bit loose at the same time is to ensure that they can find like a comfortable spot, basically. So like he basically has a wiggle room. And This right side, it may be a little bit tight when you do try it on because, again, I'm going to have you guys comment and kind of test out the device. But it's going to be a little bit tight. We can always cut out foam, but just remember that they don't want this to be slipping out at all. This is like 100% got to be on tight. So with that said, Jake has every part of the device secured in, pretty much it. The very first thing you need to do to move the actual wrist 2 part, this giant log part, is to flip up this dial. This dial basically secures this into one place. So once you flip up this dial, and I'm going to pretend I'm the doctor, and let's say Jake can't move his hand, what I'll do is basically move it a little bit, lock it in place, and then if he needs specifically the fingers, what we'll do is rotate this dial over here. So if we rotate this dial, Jake's hand opens up. We try to get a better angle for you guys.
Kind of see it.
Yeah.
If you like put it up.
Oh, like that?
Yeah. You can see like my hand is widening like right here.
Right.
Nice gap.
Yeah. So that's basically the essence of how we're gonna open up the fingers and that. So once we have that, we're gonna close it back up. And remember, I'm just pretending I'm the doctor. There's always gonna be two people because the device is not gonna move itself. And then after that, let me kind of show you what these black things do. So these black straps over here, it's kind of like restricting the movement from going too far. Because there's like a foam piece over here, maybe a little bit longer when we like revise the design, but this is gonna prevent your wrist from going too far out. So basically we don't wanna overstrain these people. So that's pretty much it. You can turn it up to the maximum like that, and you can always open it up in different positions. You know, if a patient is struggling with a specific part of the wrist, you know, they can always just kind of move it around. Yeah, basically. And I guess the patient can move this on their own, but it's recommended that they usually do this with a doctor or with someone who can help them. But yeah. Oh, just like this. Like that. Yeah. This. Can I get the feel for it?
Yeah. All right.
There you go. Here, let me take these off for you. How tight is it over here?
It's not too tight. It's a good tightness.
Okay. Because yeah, we definitely don't want the right side to be flipping off.
Yeah, for sure. And then put it down like this. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, basically.
But keep this steady then. Yeah. I think for the rotating part, it might be better like without the wrist guard because it kind of restricts your ability to do like this. Because as I'm doing this, my fingers like slipping off.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, like in order to rotate, you kind of see like what I need to do. So maybe you could like do something along those lines that might help us out.
Yeah.
Other than that, looks really good.
Yeah, these wrist guards are very like usually like if you look at medical devices, they're like really well done. You know how like I think of an example, like there's like pool toys that like actually outline your hand.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like that, but you know, again, this is like a prototype. Yeah. So ideally, they would have like custom cutout styrofoam that's like, you know.
It would fit your hand.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Looks good.
Yeah. Here, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any like questions or like comments with how this looks? I know it looks a little bit ugly.
Prototype.
Yeah, it's prototype. They had to 3D print everything. I think one of our mentors have like a small factory.
Oh.
They have one of those like giant industrial 3D printers.
Yeah, this is a quality print though.
Yeah. I think it turned out really nice.
Yeah.
Any questions, comments? Alrighty. So as I said, the next thing we're gonna have to do is actually like during the break, we're gonna have to film an instructional video. So definitely, if you are available for that, please email me with your phone number, not your email address, because I know you're not gonna check your email address during the summer. I don't either, so please give me your phone number. With that said, that's pretty much it. I would have liked more of you guys to actually show up to school, but you know, you guys are all remote. we've all been all remote for pretty much a while. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You guys are free to go.